Tonight, you're going to want to stick around because we are going to be talking about problems that are currently happening in the streaming platform world and what we should be aware of as responsible streaming armies. So stick around for that because that's going to be an interesting discussion.
Mm-hmm.
You've not seen us for a while, Indira? Well, we're here every Wednesday.
Yeah, every Wednesday. At least one of us is here. Well, at least one, more than one of us. So
to say at least two. Don't make it weird.
at least two.
If it's just one of us, like, hi.
Hi.
Let me tell you, if you've never done it, you guys know streaming by yourself is awkward.
It is. Going live by yourself is, I understand why members of BTS get weird about it and shy, and they're like, I need somebody else here with me, because after a while you're just like,
Anyway,
yeah.
let's go with the Bora news. Here are the Bora news. So I'll start. As we know, because a lot of the people that are supposed to be here aren't here, J-Hope's functional abdominals are here. And the movies are out.
Right.
So who's going? Who's not going? I mean, I think a lot of us are going. If you want to know where to watch the movie, you can check your local theater websites or go to www.jhopethemovie.com and just find where to go see the movie. I'm going Saturday.
So I was just looking up the times for Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going this time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I will, because I have the audacity to have children who need me on the weekend. But
yeah, I'm going on Saturday with a bunch of armies from New York, and I'm just gonna have lunch, and then it's gonna be my birthday treat. So that's what I'm doing. My birthday.
Huzzah!
Yay!
Yay! But yeah, if you guys don't know where you can find information about the movie, you can go to jhopethemovie.com, and that will give you links to where you need to go to find out where it's playing in your area. Let's move on to social media stuff. Starting with Weverse, we've had quite a lot of things popping up on Weverse. Mostly posts, though. I don't think, and nobody's gone live over the past week. Nope. Nobody's gone live over the past week, amazingly enough. But Namjoon, boy, was Namjoon busy the other morning. He went on a comment spree, and everybody's phones was going bing, 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 bing. It was a lot. I think it was like, she's got 19 in here, but I'm not sure if that's the right number. I thought it was more than that, but I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. JK did find his cookie. Yes, he found his name after all.
Ian. He found Ian.
He found Ian. Yes.
So I mean, all of them were amazing, but there were a few of Namjoon's that were really memorable. He teased the group's upcoming album and confirmed progress was happening for the 2026 comeback. Dr. Amazingness is here.
Ooh, she's here.
Okay, there we go. I was like, is it working? I'm pushing the thing. Hello.
Here.
We made it.
Huzzah, welcome.
It's
We
fine.
just got
all of this
boring.
is fine. We're doing great.
We just got into the boring.
I'm trying to get my computer to turn on.
Nice.
So I can see.
So yeah, there was one, he made a post that was, above all, the music is coming out really well. Everyone's trying. Please look forward to it. 2026 Bangtan Army fighting. It got translated as whitening, but that was fighting.
Do better, Weverse.
Do better, Weverse.
They oftentimes like that. It's fine.
Yeah.
Great.
Pretty sure that was supposed to be fighting. Fighting. And then somebody commented, or somebody made a post saying, Namjoon Oppa I've been listening to RPWP on vinyl lately. My BF's become a fan because of you too. And then Namjoon commented back with a little like mind blown emoji, like, ah. And then he was like, please show a lot of love on Buzzhead, and said in like cutely manner because his hair was buzzed when he made RPWP.
I just never forget that whole thing. Like, did he cut his hair because he's going to the military soon? And he's like, no, it was just really hot, and then I regretted it.
Like, I just felt like doing this, okay?
I felt like doing this because it was stupid hot, and I was tired of having hair all over. I was sick of it, and then I regretted it and wondered why I cut my hair so early.
Yeah, exactly. And then the same person said, Namjoon Oppa, what kind of reaction can we expect if Jimin becomes taller than you? And he said, actually, Jimin's heart stands taller than me.
Stop it.
Just shut up. And then somebody asked, do you know the social media challenge trending these days? And then he said something about humming a challenge audio. So there were a lot of really cute things that, you know, it just Namjoon being Namjoon. Doc will be back. She has to reset her router apparently. Just Jimin being Namjoon being Namjoon. You know, we love him. Jimin also posted on Weverse. Did you guys see that? He posted 2 pictures, one of the moon and one of the sun. Now, is this not a theme that we've been seeing a lot lately, people? I'm just saying, let's think back to June. Let's think back to a few months ago, earlier this year for Festa. What was the theming of Festa?
Well, it was 12 out. It was like 12 and 12 because it was the 12th anniversary, and you had night and day. You had sun and moon because you had J-Hope and Jin. So
Sun and moon.
So
So the moon picture was captioned. He captioned it, "The moon looks like it's falling." And then the sun one said, "Today's sun is in the midst of setting." And then Namjoon commented on the moon post with Jimin vibes. Tell you, MiniMoni is just out here lately.
Ooh, maybe they have a subunit song.
I mean, I'm telling you, they
saw. Okay.
Like when they were talking about the MiniMoni thing, they were like, "We got to do subunits when we come back. We got to do subunits."
Don't trust this 100%. But I saw a video today of the live they did on the beach. And somebody was translating what Jimin was saying on the back. And he was saying, "I'm seeing the sun setting and I feel like singing."
Yeah,
And
no,
somebody told him, "No spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers."
he said, "I just want to sing. I just want to sing." And so, like, I feel like these are lyrics, perhaps, that he is unwittingly spoiling us with. They were asking him on his live after Jin's concerts for spoilers, and he was like, no, I can't. And he was smirking at us, and he was like, maybe soon. Maybe soon. Park Jimin, you little minx.
Maybe soon.
Well, okay, but here's the thing. I have no information other than my own crazy brain. If they had a subunit song that was sun and moon themed, who's the sun and who's the moon? Because Jimin's got moons all down his back.
No, I know. I'm like, it doesn't have to just be J-Hope and Jin. Like, I feel like this is a theme that they're attaching.
Oh, it could be a theme for the whole album, but in my delulu mind, I'm thinking, what if it's a MiniMoni subunit song? Because they're the two doing the spoilers right now.
Yeah, it could be. It could be nothing. It could
be absolutely nothing. They could just really like looking at the sky right now.
It could be a song on the album that doesn't have anything to do with any particular members. It could be just lyrics in a song, maybe, and it could be nothing. But it all feels very coincidental.
I mean, all the conspiracy theorists of the Bangtan universe are going crazy right now on the internet.
Every time we see them, like, we see things pop up and we're like, that's probably nothing. And then months later, we're like, no, that was something. That was really something. Boy, howdy, was that something. And we didn't see it staring us in the face.
Kobe was making spaghetti.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Hosek is the amount of spoilers that man has been doing since the day he exited the military is astoundingly high.
Yeah.
He's like the king of spoilers.
Yeah. So who knows? But anyway, they've been busy on Instagram too.
Yeah.
Boy, have they.
Boy, have they.
Boy, have they.
Namjoon said, you know what? I haven't shown them my legs in a while.
And because we need them, because he knows we need them, he posted more legs.
It's time. It's time for me to show them my legs again. But he's also been wearing a series of hats. Can I just tell you, like, I feel like Namjoon has a direct line into my brain, and he seems to know exactly what I want to see and hear. Irreverent humor is like the way to just knock on my, like, that's your in right there. And you got me with weird, wacky, off the wall humor. I'm there. I'm subscribed. I'm signed up. And lately, the number of times he has changed his profile picture to just
weird shit.
Weird animals doing weird things is his aesthetic for his profile pictures right now. And I'm here for it. Okay? I am here for it. Right now, it is a dog that looks like it's in mid-yawn or snore. And then he's been wearing all these hats. Today's was a blessing.
I loved the
But it said, techno is my boyfriend.
Yeah, it did.
Techno is my boyfriend.
What's it? Quirky apparel?
Techno
That's me.
Is my boyfriend.
Irreverent humor tied to quirky apparel. But he recently, remember, he had the Reed Band Books hat on. And then there was the one that said slow jams. You know, it just doesn't get much better. It doesn't get much better. I don't know that they're clues or it's just Namjoon being Namjoon.
I think it's Namjoon being Namjoon, but they might be clues. Who knows?
I know the Reed Band Books one at least was a hat that supported a cause. It was for the Banned Book Society. But I don't know about the other ones off the top of my head. But yeah. So his legs picture had a caption that was something like, when I run, most of my problems get solved, or something like that. And we're like,
are they going to come up with another run song?
I don't know that everything's a spoiler, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to be suspicious.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I would not be surprised if there's running involved.
I would just think it would be funny to be like, guys, you're running out of ways to use it.
Yeah.
I mean, Run BTS, they might have one that is titled BTS Run. Who knows?
I mean, that's about all they got left. They
just the phrasing of that is a little bit, like.
I mean, let's be honest. Namjoon's legs have solved a lot of problems. They built.
Yeah, they have.
They built HYBE.
They built HYBE. They're responsible for what peace exists in the world.
They built Jung Jungkook's fragile prepubescent confidence. Made him want to join BTS and seek his career.
Some pretty powerful thighs.
Pretty powerful. Oh yeah, once again wish people who are taking the college entrance exam or the CSAT Sunhung exam, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He wished everybody luck for that, which was pretty cool.
Do you know a little piece of trivia about the entry exam in South Korea? When they have the English exam, no planes are allowed to fly over South Korea.
Really?
So the students can concentrate and do that exam the right way.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is
Wow.
crazy.
They told me that story when I was in Korea, and I was like, "Are you serious?" And they were like, "Yeah, completely."
I mean, the country is
Wow.
pretty small,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to
Still.
imagine something like that happening here.
To coordinate full grounding for the duration of an exam, like that's some forward planning, man.
Mm.
That's some people they've got some test anxiety.
Yeah.
They place a lot of
They
emphasis
put
on
a
that.
lot
As
of
we
freaking
know.
stress on that
Mhm.
test.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? When I heard that, I was like, "Are you serious?" And they were like, "Yeah, completely." And I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, I already mentioned the profile pics. And last but not least, it is still the 12th here, as we know. It's Patricia's birthday, but it is the 13th in Korea. So that is happy Namgi Day to all who celebrate.
Yeah, it is.
Namjoon and Yoongi have known each other and lived together since November 13th of 2010. Now, it might seem like that's a quantifiable number of years, but it's not. It's forever. But at this point, it is 15 years.
15
that
years is a real
crazy?
fuck ass long time, man.
It's a long time.
It's a long time.
Long time. But
The anniversary.
we know that because Yoongi said so in an interview once. He remembered the exact date.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been living together since November 13th of 2010
2010.
on a red carpet. He said that. This full chat.
Don't worry, Christina found the screenshot for the agenda.
Yep.
Yeah.
So usually when we talk about the two of them, we just say it's been 84 years, like the lady on the Titanic. But it's been, but Yoongi talks about it like it's been 84 years, as he talks about everything. Anyone want to dive into Taehyung? Since I
I haven't seen all of these. I think Doc should do this.
Good old Ambassador V. Kim Taehyung, who is the ambassador for TIRTIR, posted a story to his Instagram with the caption, "I'll go and come back safely," and gave us a peace sign and gave for good luck on the CSAT.
he headed out to LA.
He fucked off to LA, and it's widely expected that he will be potentially attending the TIRTIR pop-up event in LA on November 15th.
Is it TIRTIR or is it TIRTIR?
TIRTIR. Listen, I'm from the Midwest.
TIRTIR.
In my mind, I was saying tier, and I was like, maybe you've been saying it wrong.
TIRTIR.
That's how Taehyung said it. He said TIRTIR.
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 Listen, I can't even
Anyway.
say the word bag correctly, so
I just wanted to know. I didn't know.
I have
was
no
saying
idea. TIRTIR. Chrissy says it's TIRTIR.
Could also be
He then posted a pic with the Hollywood sign with the TIRTIR compact as the first I don't know. It's the official TIRTIR ad he was in. So
Yes.
it was all devastation on his social medias, basically. He posted a couple. He actually posted a couple stories on his Instagram as he was en route to LA. He was just being devastatingly cute and obnoxiously fluffy. His hair was so fluffy, so fluffy.
Glasses.
It was ridiculous. Devastations on his
Jazz.
Instagrams. He's also been listening to an award-winning Japanese pianist and composer, and posted a clip of Hiromi Uehara. I probably botched the shit out of that pronunciation.
You did your best. You did. It's a
You were
lot.
great, sweetie.
Anyways,
And
You were
that's
great,
what's
sweetie.
important.
it was Hiromi, the trio project, Jazz Hands. Anyways, but basically all that said, fluffy ass Tay is in LA. I really do hope he gets to see the Northern Lights while he's there, since all the United States can see those yesterday and today. So hopefully he gets to go see those, since he really, really
He just
wanted to
wanted to
see the
listen.
Northern Lights. He just really
Yeah.
wanted to. So
He wants to see it
Expect-
with the members.
that's true. That's true. Expect absolute fucking violence from TIRTIR this week. It's all we're warning. Just gird your fucking loins, guys.
It's been brutal.
Violence has been coming. It's gonna just get worse.
Is he selling foundation? Is it foundation? I don't know anymore.
It's
what it
it's
is
'cause
exactly.
it's-
He's selling.
All I know is it's red and oval shaped.
And dangerous.
And he looks devastatingly dangerous in all iterations associated with the red oval shape. It's really all I know. It's violent. Violent. And more violence is coming because the man's is in LA. So
Yeah.
gird up, guys. Just prepare yourself.
It's gonna be bad. It's already been bad. That between that and Yoon's, it's been painful.
Oh, and we did get that. I think it's probably later. No, maybe not. We also got that compost coffee ad, that new one.
Yep,
Yes.
we got the compost coffee ad.
Yeah. I looked ahead really fast. I didn't see it in the agenda. So, yeah, that happened too.
He's looking devastating.
This man has too many ambassadorships.
He has too many ambassadorships. I need
it's
people to stop.
It's just whiplash coming from all fucking directions. Where there was the Snow Peak, there was new Snow Peak came out.
No Snow- I can't.
I believe there was new Snow Peak this week. There's new compost coffee. There's TIRTIR. There's Yin. It's just like fucking everywhere.
How am
busy.
I supposed to survive in
man
these
is busy.
streets? Every time I turn around, it's another no shirt under a jacket, and it's dripping things on his face, and I cannot.
And he knows how much we love it when he bites things and he keeps
He bites everything in his mouth.
in his mouth and it's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I'm starting to get concerned.
He knows we love it. He knows we love it when he puts things on.
Okay.
Anyway, okay.
Moving on. Because Taehyung is not devastating enough for me.
Anyway, moving on. HYBE posted a picture in Instagram of RPWP with a caption, "I got Namjoon's autographed CD." And then Namjoon posted the same post from HYBE and wrote, "Hope, I love you. Stay healthy."
So cute.
I mean, we were talking about Namjoon hitting on the heels. This man, I mean, come on. Come on.
I was like, did J-Hope order it from Weverse, and that's why it took this long to get to it?
Maybe.
Highly likely.
I have a feeling that they have the ability to kind of like pull it from a shelf in HYBE, but you know, it's always good to have.
Yeah,
like,
but
a-
it took so long. It took so long. It had to have been ordered from Weverse.
Just let me have my joke.
Oh. He also posted yesterday a picture of the pepero cookies. The pepero cookies are like this long sticks with like chocolate, covered in chocolate or in other like delicious stuff.
What Korean
And-
version of Pocky?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like this pepper. There's a thing called that. It's like a little bit like Valentine's Day. It's called Pepero Day. It's usually on November 11 because the 11s, all the ones look like pepperos.
Yes.
So it's kind of like the tradition. It's a Korean tradition to kind of like give you the person that you like pepero cookie.
Yes. And we all know at this point, if you follow any kind of K-pop or because if you let's even if you just like BTS, don't be fooled. Your social media will start trying to feed you other K-pop. And there are always these mad, crazy Pepero challenges that they do.
They are devastating.
Yes. You have to eat a pepper
Mm.
from like one side and the other side.
Listen, if you want to know what we're talking about, I highly recommend looking up last year's TXT Pepero Day challenge. That one was violent.
For the record, we got Pepero, and I tried the Pepero challenge in the kitchen with my husband. It is incredibly difficult to do.
Difficult. This
very
year's
good at it.
and Team one was particularly devastating.
I haven't seen it.
But BTS has done it before. It's been a while.
Yeah, they have.
BTS
They
has
have.
done it before. It's been several years.
Speaking of Namgi,
Yeah. Speaking of Namgi, that was a doozy.
That one was also very devastating.
Yeah, watching any Pepero challenges will leave you questioning a lot of things about your life
Mm-hmm.
and just leave you in deep thought for a while.
Deep thought.
Deep
Just
thought.
kind of just speculation for a
Just-
really long time.
Just staring off into space.
It's a little bit of an
Uh-huh.
existential crisis. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's probably fine.
So Spaghetti, this is some cool news. Spaghetti featuring J-Hope, the official MV, has passed over 35 million views on the old YouTube.
Whoa.
I am probably responsible for close to 1 million of those.
Dude,
but
I freaking love that song.
counting.
Every
Such a good
day,
song.
every
Gets
time I get in
better
the car,
every time I listen.
I get in the car, I listen to the whole single album, top to bottom, because it has a couple versions. I love the B-side.
I had taken a slight break from it. I love the B-side on that album, Pearlies. I love that song too. But I had taken a break from Spaghetti for a few days, and then I listened to it again today, and I was like, yes, I still love this song.
I keep meaning to make a TikTok about it because every time I see people hating on that song, which I don't object if you just say that's not my song, I didn't enjoy it. Fine, that's cool, no problem. You don't have to gush over everything. But there have been people out there saying very rude things about this song or any song. And I'm just like, first of all, can you shut it? Second of all, you're wrong.
Second of all, you're talking about it, so you didn't listen to the lyrics.
Yeah.
If you listen to the lyrics, you would not talk about it publicly because then you're literally following the lyrics.
No.
So,
The styling, the lyrics, the vibe. I'm here for it.
I mean, but hey,
I love it.
exactly what they were, like you said, it's exactly what they were talking about, and it's giving them more attention. So
yeah, it is.
Bad
People
bitch
are
in between your teeth.
What is,
bad bitch in between your teeth. Yep.
you may hate it, but you're cheating on your diet, ain't ya? Yeah, you
Super
are.
ironic, yes, Mary.
I want, you know what? I really want the spaghetti colored wig. The spaghetti sauce colored wig. I want it.
Oh,
I thought it
really?
was orange. Am I crazy?
Yes. I want to wear it.
The orange one that was giving
Yes.
fifth,
Chaewon.
Fifth Element
Chaewon's
vibes.
wig.
I want it. I want that
Oh,
wig.
man, all I could think when she was wearing that was Fifth Element.
Oh, that's true.
I want it. I want to wear it.
I forgot about that movie until you said that.
Sakura had the bob, the Lilu Dallas bob, but Chaewon had the color.
Yeah, it's a nice little combination. It's precious. I like that.
Multi-pass.
I might do it. I might turn my hair orange. Who knows?
Ooh. Ooh, that could be a fun little
I
little
would
bit of
love
your-
that.
surprise.
Anyway,
Um,
moving on.
Katie, you want to read the next one?
Sure.
Oh, actually, unless you're going to do all the...
Yeah, I've been kind of sitting back because I'm going to do more at the end. But
So the official MV for Blood, Sweat, and Tears, in other news, in BTS news, has passed 1.02 billion streams on Spotify.
Billion.
Billion.
That's a lot.
A lot.
Blood, sweat, and baby with a B.
Shoulder.
Not blood, sweat, and spit, like Wushik said.
I could still
Blood,
just
sweat,
say
and
it.
baggy.
He was like,
Can I punch him just once?
I
That's
punch
what
him?
Tay said to that.
Should I punch
Once.
him?
Just let me just one time.
How dare you?
Stop begging.
I like
Like,
sitting
when he-
there
I
next to Taehyung, guessing the name of the title of the song, and he goes, blood, sweat, and spit. And
and then he just smiles like,
I will
Was-
kill you later. I will kill you later.
oh man, it was
Pretty
great.
much.
It was so great. And in the final news of the, well, before we get into the final member news or board news is, are you sure season 2 is coming? It is releasing December 3rd of this year of our Lord's 20 BTS. We are getting Are You Sure season 2, 8 episodes scheduled for release, 2 at a time. Oh my goodness, it's coming. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And so get yourselves ready for cuteness freaking overload based on the poster and what little teasers we've seen. Like, cuteness
Yeah.
aggression is coming for you. It is. It is. So just get ready. You're not going to be ready. All right, now it's Katie's turn.
Yeah, and Lisa, chime in because I know, or Quince, chime in because I know you saw a lot of content about this as well. If the,
Oh, yeah.
you know, if you think I missed something that needs to be said, you guys know I love talking about this, which is, you know, nobody else cares. That's okay. I love talking about it. The HYBE, hey, that's right, you care too. The HYBE Q3 earnings call was this week. I know you've all been waiting. I know you marked your calendars for it.
Everyone was waiting for this.
Everyone.
Oh, pins and needles. Sure.
Maybe just me and Katie.
Yeah,
possibly
maybe.
Ribbon too.
I always find it interesting. There's always some tidbits in there that end up being clues for the future, so I find it interesting.
Well, I think they're a publicly traded company, so it's public. Like anybody can listen to it.
Yep.
Anybody can listen.
Yep. And so yeah, they interestingly they reported several things went up. Concert revenue went up, merch, especially concert merch, and then everything's related to like licensed merch. I think specifically
They're
character.
They're like character.
Yeah, the stuff like BT21. It's called different for different groups, but the stuff like BT21. Or like Tiny Tans, stuff like that. Oh, maybe it was from Tiny Tans. All of that revenue was up. Album revenue was down, or as I say, recorded music revenue was down. They attributed that to a lighter release schedule.
There haven't been as many comebacks. There weren't as many comebacks in Q3.
Yeah. And then interestingly, this is the part that I like laser focused on. So they reported an operating loss for the first time ever. And they attributed that to, first of all, investments in future HYBE America groups, and of course, getting Cat's Eye out the door, which has been, by the numbers, a huge success. Santos Bravos, there's at least one more coming for HYBE Latin America. So they attributed it to getting those groups off the ground. There's another girl group coming, like Cat's Eye. What is it called? Prelude, the final something.
Yeah, it's like a 4-member group.
With some of the people who were on the Cat's Eye survival show. Anyway, so they attributed that and a non-recurring adjustment due to restructuring costs in HYBE America. No detail there. I am ravenous with curiosity, and I'll never know the answer.
But she wants to know.
Like she provided us a list,
the list of what it
things
could
that are of what it could be, because these are the things that are normally marked by companies as a non-recurring adjustment. And a whole ass list. She's not obsessed at all, guys. It's fine. She did not hyperfixate.
I have been in the room in the discussions when somebody's like, "Oh, we're gonna have to write that off. That's good, but that's a bit." And I'm not saying anything like this happened, but in the room when they're like, we fucked that up. We're gonna have to write that off. We'll call it a non-recurring adjustment. We'll let them know it won't happen again.
And it's not necessarily a fuck up, you guys. There was literally like one option on that list that said it could have been like a fuck up. Everything else was like just
legitimate reasons why you,
normal.
Yeah, like sometimes The thing I was thinking of, and because they've had a couple acquisitions that made me think of it, sometimes when a company acquires another company, they put a certain value on things, and later if it's something turns out to not be worth that value for whatever reason, they have to write it off as a loss. So that could be the restructuring. And they mentioned last year in one of their quarterly calls that they were like, I think when they announced the new CEO or a little bit before that, they had announced that they were going to do a big restructuring of HYBE America. They just didn't say what it was.
Somebody asked for examples. A couple of them could have been sometimes it's like discontinued operations, like things that when they restructure or change,
closing a facility,
or perhaps a certain branch of something, things like that. There could be, there's even like potential for like natural disaster damage, something that happens like once and is not necessarily going to ever happen again.
Yeah, that's what it means. This is a loss. It's not something that we expect to recur. And they specifically said it was a one-time due to restructuring costs. So they had to do something in their books to make something true up to reality. And I'll never know.
We just
Somebody get her a job at HYBE America now. Somebody get her a job in the finance department of HYBE America now.
If she ever got a job in HYBE America, day 1 she would be onboarding, and day 2 she'd be like, "The fuck is this non-recurring adjustment?"
Yeah. So they said a lot of things. They gave some statistics, and basically it was a lot of pointing out how HYBE is continuing to prove that their system is becoming more and more globally successful. They pointed out that Cat's Eye in this past week was just nominated for 2 Grammys. They debuted a little over a year ago, and they have been nominated for 2 Grammy Awards, which is insane. But congratulations to them. Le Seraphim, they pointed out, have had their highest career success with Spaghetti. They debuted on the Hot 100 at number 50. They also they brought up Cordis having one of the highest selling debut albums ever. I can't remember the exact number, but it was big, and they talked about that. And they talked about a lot of things basically, and they talked about, just various HYBE acts, and of course they talked about Jin, because there was Q3 and his tour played a big part for Q3 earnings. So they talked about a lot of things and all that, and they went through the different areas of HYBE and how they're doing. Like they talked about HYBE America, they talked about Latin America.
One thing I forgot to write down, they mentioned that they're going to roll out something similar to or same technology as Weverse DM on China's version of Weverse. I think they call it QQ.
They did
just or something like that.
What's it called?
I thought it was QQ or something.
QQ or something. Yeah, it's a Chinese-based app that's similar to Weverse.
Yes. Which is very interesting because we've talked about it live here before that in recent years there's been a real divide between China and K-pop, and that door started peeking open a little bit in the past 6 months, and now
LU ban.
Yeah.
Which seems to be very slowly lifting, but it is very slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty cool. We did, and then so in other HYBE news, we talked about this last week. This was last week's midweek. Was it last week's midweek, team? I think it was last week. Yeah. We talked about the conclusion of the court case between Ad0r and their artist, the group NewJe, and how the court summarily determined that the contract between Ad0r and NewJe was in fact legally binding, and that the reasons that NewJe had put forth that the contract, there was a breach of trust in the contract, were not valid. Those were not valid. They shot down all 10 of their disputes. And it was a lengthy court document. We talked about that last week. And we also said, because it was widely reported that they were going to appeal, they had said they were going to immediately appeal, and they had like 2 chances to appeal, but they also had a date that they had to appeal by. And we realized, what was it, yesterday, Katie, or today?
It was hard to process because one came in and then the other came in.
Well, no, I mean the date that they had.
It was the 13th Korean time. So yeah, they were basically on the last day.
So today
was the deadline, and we had noticed like yesterday that they still had not appealed, and everyone was suddenly like, that's strange.
Are they going to appeal?
That's weird. That's weird. That's suspicious. And sure enough, we got news today that at least 2 of them, probably more, 2 of the members, and I don't remember which ones. I think Hyen was one of them. I
think it was Haerin and Hyen first, and then the other 3
came in and said that they would be returning to Ad0r. And then who chimed in after that?
The other 3, but Danielle, Hani, and
Minji.
Thank you.
Yes.
Which, sorry, I was laughing because so the first 2, the announcement came from Ad0r that said, "We're announcing that they're back. Please welcome them with open armed. We look forward to your warm support." Blah blah blah. And then the second announcement came just from the 3 other members and was like, "Ad0r's not answering us, and one of the members is in Antarctica."
Yeah. And so I guess we just have to announce it.
I guess we just have to announce it ourselves.
It was
I think my favorite. I think my favorite part of the second announcement, because they were salty as fuck during it. They were snarky in their text writing. The tone was salty. But immediately Ad0r goes, "We know nothing of this, so we have to investigate whether that claim is true."
They were like, "Oh, you want to be snarky? We can be snarky."
Oh, you're gonna come back saltily? You haven't told us this, so you have not signed the papers.
I just love. Yeah, it's difficult for her to communicate from Antarctica.
Some kids that have been told to clean their room, or else all of their privileges will be taken away from them for the rest of the year, and they're gonna do it, but they're gonna let you know about how unhappy they are that they're gonna do it.
All the doors are gonna be slammed.
My 4-year-old who goes, "Fine,"
puffing.
Yeah. It feels like when you're in school and they make you write an apology letter and you're just like, "I'm sorry, they're making me say sorry."
Yeah, "I'm sorry that you feel that way."
Yeah.
"I'm sorry you were offended."
But
I'm so sorry.
But
listen, sorry.
We are teasing and we are making fun because that is legitimately what it sounded like. They sounded very salty and very kind of bratty.
Teenager.
But they did just really take a beating.
Yeah.
And so I think probably anybody would be salty.
That's why you hire somebody else to write those things for you.
Yeah. Anybody would be salty. That's understandable. But I think the general sentiment from most people is cool. This is what you should do. This is your best option at this point. So, go back and make it happen, and you could probably get back to your career, the way that it was. It hasn't been that long.
I'm not gonna lie. Ad0r laid out their plans to a large degree of like a full comeback, a full-length studio album, tour, whatever. I'm legitimately anticipating the comeback.
They are talented girls.
I was actually wondering.
Very good. They're very
They're
good.
so good.
And so I am legitimately anticipating the comeback. So I am glad that it's, the court stated their piece and the judge basically was like, "I see no situation in which you could possibly win an appeal."
Yeah, and I think
He
that
literally
Words
broke
that are
that
coming out of my
down.
do you understand what I'm saying to you? Please,
Yeah,
basically, like, please do not put everybody through this
please
again.
stop wasting people's time and money. There is not a
I
situation that
don't,
exists in which you could
I
do
don't,
this.
I don't know about,
So
I don't know if I would use the word spoiled. I don't know that I would use the word
Naive, misled, manipulated.
manipulated.
misled, possibly
Manipulated.
Brainwashed.
probably manipulated.
Probably.
Those are the words that I would apply to this situation. I would not apply spoiled.
I see how it could come across as spoiled. I truly don't. I think maybe it's like like they don't realize.
They don't realize the privilege.
Yeah, they don't realize the
Yeah.
privilege. But
I think the way I look at it is these are 5 very, very young women with really, really fucking shitty adults in their life who have terrible advice. As a whole, all of the adults surrounding them have given them fuck ass advice this entire time. And so that's how I view the case.
I think their parents were probably misled quite a bit too, but they are also the adultier adults.
they have a responsibility to know, at least some of them, to know better.
Yes.
So, but yeah,
So
and I was
that's
actually
how I
thinking
view
when we said the comeback schedule for Q3 was light, I was like, I wonder if they had been planning that studio album for this quarter.
I don't know that they were hedging any bets because I think that they knew that this was probably going to take a while, but I think it could have been.
No, I mean, but like maybe before
if they had
everything
not
imploded.
Yeah. If this had not dragged on, then possibly.
Yeah. Anyway, we hope they do well. We hope that they find a good way to work together again.
Yeah, because like we said, they're talented, and I would be very interested to hear new things from them. Because what I really want is for them to understand that their career did not hinge on one person.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they are capable of making good music and having good concepts by working with other people. Just as much as, it's not just one person. It's not just one person. They are very talented. They are capable of producing great things working with others. So we hope that that happens.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I 100% will be sitting and listening to this album when it drops. So 100%. I am going to be listening to this album when it drops because I actually really enjoyed their music. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
We're talking about new jeans.
Yes. And let's give it up for the employees at Ad0r who have more things to do now.
Yep. Back to work.
They can get busy again.
Just like the furloughed government. Well, no, I guess the furloughed people had to actually go to work.
I think that listen, I don't know this for sure, but word on the street is that they are also working on another group, possibly at Ad0r. I think they were. Well, I think this was a hedging their bets kind of a thing, but I assume that they'll probably still go through with it. That they were working on. No one is talking about that.
We're talking about girls.
We're not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's not happening.
Army news. Real quick.
All right. I wrote, you should see in the agenda, there's giant yellow reminders to myself. Christina wanted us to remind you that the HYBE portal is the best place to report things from around the internet that are harmful to the artists. And these people, if what they do is bad enough or reported enough, real action is taken. We hear about it in what we like to call the quarterly FAFO report. I don't know what they call it. They have another report that most people don't care about that I love reading. So, and what was it? There was another, I think another YouTuber was, she was sentenced to prison this week. Wasn't she?
Yeah. 2 years.
Yeah, a couple years in prison as a YouTuber.
2 years and 210 million won fine in total.
Yeah. So real stuff happens when you report people. I know it feels fruitless, just sending stuff into ether, but it really does make a difference. So the HYBE portal is the best way to do it. We have an Ask AP529 article about it. What's Ask AP529, you ask? It is a blog series where we answer questions from around the community And I have been meaning to make some videos about it to help get it out there because they do not get enough love. And one of our moderators, Leslie, wrote most of those articles. So I'm going to show you, let me flip around my camera, how to get it. Okay, so here's our website. Aren't they pretty? Okay, so you go to the guides tab, ask AP529, and let me see where it is. There you go. How to report malicious content to HYBE. There you go. Great article there. And if you want, we also have a page about all the official BTS social media accounts under Borrelore. It's linked on there too, because as we all know, there are a whole lot of fake accounts. Fake accounts. I get probably 10 DMs a day.
Fake accounts.
Fake accounts.
Fake accounts.
Fake accounts.
We don't have a problem, guys. Don't even worry about it.
Yep.
There's
So
no
yeah, if you go to our website, which you can find ap529.com, we've got those resources. And again, that page, again, there's Ask AP529, and then there's the official social media accounts page. So if you ever want to know, is this account legit? Every single official BTS media account is on there. If it's not on there, it's not real.
Right there.
Okay, next.
Nikki, I hope you had fun.
Interlude.
Interlude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like the ones that Yoongi makes, but different.
Yes. We before Katie gets into her, we appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us and supporting us however you can support us, no matter what way it is. Everything you guys do, whether it's watching our lives, sharing them, talking about us on social media, it helps us in some way. So we appreciate you for choosing us time and time again to come hang out with us.
Yep. That was bullet point 1 covered.
I get you.
For more discussions like this and to keep our content on our spaces thriving, we've talked about it a few times. We have our Discord, we have watch parties in the Discord, we have lives here and on YouTube, we have a blog, we have a website I just showed you, we have a shop with merch, we have all sorts of stuff that we do. We have a map. There's more stuff I'm forgetting. I forget stuff every time. There are a couple of ways you can support us. Everything is at ap529.com/links. And you can find there our Patreon, more information there. It's a monthly subscription and there are some perks that come with that. It's $3, $5, or $10 a month are the choices, and you can read about the perks there. And we also, like I mentioned, have a merch shop with our own original designs. We've been working hard on that, and you should get an email about and see some social media posts about holiday stuff this weekend. Yay.
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 You tap the screen, guys.
Ooh.
Tap the screen.
Tippy tappy. All right, midweek tea.
Tea.
Don't tap out of the live, Katie. Don't tap out. Just tap her face.
Just don't do it.
See, this is why I don't. I tap a few
I'm patting
times.
her face.
I
I'm
tap
pat,
a few
pat,
times.
pat, 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 pat.
Otherwise, it messes up. When
I
I
know.
do the side of the screen or I do right above the top people.
I tap right on your face, just so you know.
I'm patting your cheek.
Tonight we're going to talk about a topic that affects not just our fandom, but the entire music industry, and how we choose to support our artists. And that is the integrity of streaming on platforms like Spotify. I'm using Spotify as an example tonight because there is a class action lawsuit against them right now, but most of this could apply to any subscription-based streaming platform. So yeah, there is, in the past week or so, a class action lawsuit has been filed against Spotify, and the core accusation is that Spotify has permitted, or at least failed to sufficiently police, massive amounts of fake or bot streams. And the lawsuit calls out major artist Drake as an example. So, fake a stream. And we talk about streaming a lot, and we're going to talk a little bit about why. So you may be thinking, okay, well, my streams are legit, Army streams are legit. Why should we care about somebody else's bot streams? And the answer there is in how Spotify pays artists, which I actually didn't know, and I thought it would make an interesting topic tonight. So they use what's called the stream share model. And this totally makes sense because in my mind, it was like, okay, you stream a song, your artist gets like a penny or whatever, or the label gets a penny and the artist gets a fraction of a penny. And every time a song gets streamed, that's how much they get, right? It's a fixed amount per song. That's not, of course that can't, the more I thought about it, I was like, of course it can't work like that because we don't pay per stream, per song when we stream it. We pay monthly.
Fee or yearly fee. Yeah.
Or yearly or whatever. You know, we pay a fixed amount for time, not by song.
Yeah.
So the way it works is, like I said, the stream share model. So Spotify, and again, I'm picking on them because of this particular lawsuit, but I think they all use the same general concept. They take all the subscription fees for a period of time and all the ad revenue from that period of time from every listener in the world, and they put it in one big mixing bowl. And they make a big pie with it. One pie. So your subscription fee doesn't go to only the artist that you listen to. It gets added to the pie with everybody else's.
It's like a tip jar.
It's like a tip jar. The artists get paid on their percentage share of total streams on the platform. I know, math. So what that means is if there are a bunch of fake bot streams for one artist, that artist is getting a bigger share of the pie. And other artists with legitimate streams are getting a smaller share of the pie, less than they deserve. So it's essentially taking money out of the pocket of other artists like BTS, or more importantly, in this case, in the case of the person who's doing the lawsuit, smaller artists.
Smaller artists, yes.
But, you know, we talk about some other K-pop groups. Some of them are up and coming, and like this makes a big difference to them.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So that it's wild to me that this is how they pay.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. I just picture, I literally, like when I said a tip jar, like literally when I was reading this, I was picturing like a restaurant closing down at the end of the night and like all of the like waiters and waitresses having to like tip out the busboys and the you know, like everybody like splitting it and people being like, why am I only getting this amount? Why am I only getting this? What's going on? I don't understand.
Well, it's like they're getting paid per chew, and it's like, yeah, but that guy put taffy on his plate. That's bullshit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, they picked like the stickiest thing on the menu, you know? So yeah, basically, yeah, and that's the thing. And then it made me think about like people are always gonna find a way to cheat. I was thinking about like back in the day with radio play and payola, and like this is kind of just a new way of creating a payola, like all these fake bots.
It's funny you mentioned that. There is a separate lawsuit against Spotify right now by somebody else saying that their like recommended playlists are a form of payola. They say artists pay to get on there. And therefore it's modern payola. I didn't really go into that because it wasn't as relevant, but that is also a fairly recent lawsuit.
Which ultimately that also fucks with the pot of revenue because if somebody payola to be on a recommended list, then they're going to get more streams just from being on that list, and then they're going to get paid more at the end of the month because they got more streams because they paid to be on the list, and they probably end up making more money than they spent at the end. But you have to be of a certain level to pay the money up front. And so it's just a really shitty system overall to do it the way they're doing it and not have checks and balances in place to stop the bots and the whatever. Because at the end of the day, the bot accounts doing the streams is another form of payola because the artists who can afford to pay the companies who produce those bots to do that,
I mean,
I'm sure sometimes it's well-meaning fans.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not. We're not sitting here saying that it's just that companies are paying because we don't know that for sure. Because a lot of time we have heard of actual like fans, individuals creating bots. Yeah. So it could be either
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's both. But either way, at the end of the day, Spotify is a big enough company to be able to pay their IT team enough money. Like they can figure the fuck out how to weed out bots. It's not the
They're like the
hardest
biggest
thing in the world.
company. Because let's be honest, I mean, they have the lion's share of listeners.
If anybody is able to program a system to recognize and weed out fucking bots, Spotify should be it at the end of the day. Like, come on.
Well, and it also made me ask the question of like, how much money are we talking about? Because again, I was in my, naivete, I was just like, oh, so I stream a song, the artist gets a penny or whatever, and that must be how it works. So I was kind of wondering like, how much do they get paid? And of course, we can't know. It's dependent on their specific contracts we don't have access to, but I was trying to figure out roughly based on industry standards, what do we think? And how much for streaming an album versus buying a digital album versus buying a physical album is what I wanted to know. So assuming an album of 10 tracks and that BTS as an artist group receives a typical 10 to 20% of the money, which means the other 80 to 90% goes to their label and their distributor and stuff like that. They would get somewhere between $0.003 and a penny for the album on Spotify on a premium account, theoretically. If you buy a digital album, the artist as a whole, and again, I'm mentally assuming that for any song they get 1/7 of each member gets 1/7, but I'm sure some songs are different since they have different credits, etc. I don't know. But anyway, for a digital album, they would get 50 cents to $1.50. And for a physical album, they would get $1 to $2. So it's just good information for me.
Yeah. Again, this is approximation.
Yeah, approximation. I don't know the terms of their contract detail, but I kind of was searching for what is industry standard. Maybe they get a bigger share because they're a big.
They've been around.
They've been around the block and they're a big line in the industry. I don't know, but it's giving us an order of magnitude.
It's like, is that dollar divided between the 7?
I would assume by this point the number is much bigger. That their share is bigger.
I mean, also they have, unlike some of the other artists out there, they do have a lot of songwriting credits, a lot of producer credits and things like that. And that's going to increase their
more than
amount.
one branch.
Yeah.
But again, take it back to artists who are not as well established as BTS and who maybe do not have songwriting
bargaining powder
and all of that.
Well, it helps you understand order of magnitude. So if you buy a $20 or $25 album, they're not getting $10. They're not getting $15. You know what I mean? They're getting
the
somewhere
average artist is getting and that's like she said. She went by industry standard. This is across the board, all artists everywhere. The standard, the average is the majority of artists only make $1 to $2 in their pocket for a physical album sale.
Yeah, it was just good information because I think sometimes, first of all, we talked on Sunday about how times are tough for a lot of people and we're making decisions about how to prioritize our spending if we have any discretional money to spend on BTS right now. So I thought that was good information to think about when you're making your decisions. So questions for the group and for the chat. Does this news affect your trust in Spotify's charts and the overall integrity of the platform? And it's okay if you say the answer is no, or I didn't trust it to begin with.
For me, the answer is no, because I never trusted them to begin with. I had zero fucking faith.
At this point, I just don't trust. I don't trust anything that's like huge freaking. There's only, I should say, there's only so far I trust huge corporations. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, and I'm not saying that everybody who works at a huge corporation is like Dr. Claus sitting there.
No, but as an entity.
Like doing this. I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, big corporations are about making money. And that's their first, that's just the way it is, you know? And so...
Sorry.
Siren. New York being New Yorking. Is Spotify a US based company, Katie? Because I
believe so. I'll double check.
In my head canon, they are. Because like in general, like
Sometimes
I
they
have.
start out as US based and
No,
then they
it's
get
in Sweden.
sold. And then they get sold. Oh, you know,
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
man.
Legally registered in Luxembourg, which must be some kind of a tax situation, and
is definitely
their
tax.
headquarters is in
It
Sweden.
is. That's 100% a tax situation right there, my friend.
Either way,
Ride them, my friend.
you know,
Yeah, major operational hubs in New
general-
York.
Yeah.
in general, the U.S. music industry has taught me to, as a whole, never trust big corporate music industry.
Oh, hold on. While we're on that point, when I Googled where is Spotify headquarters, one of the little people also asked questions was, is the Spotify CEO richer than Taylor Swift? The answer is, he's worth $7.3 billion. This is as of December 2024, so that's about a year
That's
old.
with a B.
That's B, and that's richer
with a
than
B.
Taylor Swift, Rihanna, and Jay-Z combined.
And legitimately, anybody with that much money did not get there without nefarious means involved.
Well, let's just say they didn't get there by being smart in their business practices.
Wait, who saw, what's her name, Billie Eilish? Who saw her speech last week?
I didn't see it, but I heard about
I
it.
didn't see the whole. I saw clips of it where, yeah, she donated a whole hunk of money to charity, and then said, "For all the billionaires out there, why are you billionaires? Why aren't you doing this?"
What's up?
Nobody needs that much money. There is
Yeah, basically,
literally
nobody
no
needs this much money. What is the point?
possible way
We're right.
to
Listen,
spend
we're not
that
sitting
amount
here-
of money.
We're not sitting here just trashing Spotify. I know it sounds like we are.
Yeah, we trash everybody.
Literally all people who make
No,
that
we
much
don't.
money.
We don't trash BTS.
No, we don't trash BTS. Only with love do we mock them, the way they would mock each other.
At the
Yeah,
end
they
of
would
the
mock
day,
each other and us.
we need this is the way that music happens now, digitally. So we need streaming services. It would be great if a few of the other streaming services out there had more equal shares of the pie, to give people better options for their streaming. But so we're not just trashing, because, you know, like, Spotify does what it does, you know, but they need to figure out a way to do it better and more fairly, because that ain't cool.
No.
That ain't cool.
So a question I wanted to ask was, does the information we talked about so far, does it change how you plan to support BTS in the future? And it's okay if the answer is no. I'm going to keep doing exactly what I do.
No. Yeah, because this is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah, no.
Well, would it make you prioritize buying digital or physical albums over streaming, or still focus on streaming more, or like, would it change how you stream, anything like that?
I always, when I am able to, I try to buy a physical album.
Yeah.
At least one, because that's, I want to support them in that way, and it also counts towards the chart to give more, you know, more towards the charts. But I do the bulk of my listening on the digital platform, so streaming platform. So, no, that's
At the end of the day, no, it doesn't really change. Like Quinn said, my wallet is not going to magically change its ability to purchase physical albums.
right, exactly.
In larger quantities. It's just not going to happen. And
Yeah.
so, but what it does emphasize for me is the importance of making sure I stream as often as I can, because my $16.99 a month, because I have my niece on my family plan, my $16.99 a month spent to Spotify is going into the pot. And I would like to allocate as much as I'm capable of that money to the artists I want. And so the more you stream, the more impact you have on where your $16.99 goes every month. And so for me, it's more of a motivation to continue streaming properly, but also stream as often as I can, so that my money makes a bigger impact for BTS.
Our streams still count. You know,
Yeah.
like just because this bot situation needs to be addressed, and I'm sure at this point it will be.
Now it has to be.
Somewhere.
Now
Yeah, it has to be. And I guess we'll see what the outcome of this lawsuit is eventually. But our streams still count, you know, so it should really, I think, there again, like Katie said, there's no wrong answer, but it should, I feel, inspire us to stream more, like Doc was saying,
Yeah.
because
Keep on streaming. Keep on streaming. Keep on streaming.
And on that topic, okay, so we've talked about Spotify is probably going to need to, as a result of this lawsuit, put better practices in place to filter out suspected bot streams. So what actions should people avoid when they're streaming to avoid getting filtered? And what should they do instead? Everybody just pick one, because I know we know all of them, but it deserves to be repeated sometimes.
Never loop is things you don't do. Never loop a song.
Never
Loop a playlist. Like the loop button that makes either a song or a playlist repeat will get your streams flagged as unnatural behavior. So, never, if you find a streaming playlist that's only an hour long, you have to change it to something else or let Spotify do its own thing after that hour, at least for a little bit of time in between. Songs never count unless they're at least 30 seconds of playtime.
Better to play it.
You get a bigger hit. Yeah, it's better to play it in its entirety, but you need a minimum of 30 seconds for it to count as a stream. At least on Spotify. On YouTube, you have to play that thing in its entirety or it doesn't count.
And playlists, as we mentioned, is like the best way, because you're getting that variety in there when you're placing other songs in between, which makes it look more human.
Yeah.
So you want to,
and there are
curated
there
playlists.
are specific. Yeah, there are specific rules per various streaming platform on what will and will not flag as bot and how frequently a song can be played in order to be counted as an individual stream, which is why you can't loop a song, because it has to be separated by a certain number of songs. And people who are a lot smarter and more hyper focused than me know those rules, and they make us playlists, and so we put
Christina couldn't be here tonight.
They're experts.
Yeah,
they know
we put those playlists. We keep those playlists in the Discord. We have a channel for streaming, charting, voting that we'll talk about at the end. But like, people who are smarter than us make those playlists for all the different streaming platforms, following the individual rules over there, and that's a really great way for somebody who doesn't want to spend the time or doesn't know the rules to stream and be counted as real streams.
Yes.
We should see if Paulina can join us.
I was about to say, I don't think she's here tonight. She's probably off to see J-Hope or something. But Paulina, aka Call Me Pathos, is one of our resident playlist wizards, streaming wizards.
We should see if she can join us one night.
I would love her to. I'm not. Yeah.
It's like her passion. It's like her passion.
She loves it. And like, look, do I love a hyper focus? Yes. Just because it's not my hyper focus doesn't mean I'm not cheering for you.
Support other hyper fixations.
I love the other people with hyper focuses because they make the playlist for me, and then I just play them, and I know that they count.
Yes.
The other thing is never mute your streaming platform. This is across platforms.
Yeah.
Never mute your streaming because the platform does not count songs that play while muted. And they usually have a way to determine whether you muted it inside Spotify or you muted your computer itself. And they won't count those. You can drop your volume down low, but you cannot mute because they count that as an unnatural stream.
Yeah. I don't know the answer to that question about Apple Music.
I don't know. I listen to Apple Music and I haven't had that issue. I'm not sure.
I would maybe look into what's going on with your account or contact their customer service.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure your app is updated, restart your device, and if it's
All
still
this
a
stuff.
problem, contact customer service.
The
tried
other
Have you tried turning it off and back off and again?
Well, the other thing I could think of is that if a handful of the songs might be rated explicit on there, and you might have accidentally turned on a setting that filters those. I don't know.
That's true. That's true too.
Yep, particularly Groin, one of my favorites. Anyway, yeah, touching on playlists. One of my last question actually for the segment was about basically we have baby Arby joining every day. How can we make it easier for them and feel less overwhelming and restrictive? And that would be my top tip: is find other people who make playlists for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Find somebody
Join our
who's
server.
I'm not even Baby Army, and that's what I do.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
listen,
not my
I've been Army since like early 2022. Like fucking, I'm not gonna go learn the list. I'm not gonna go learn the rules. I trust the people who do that. I just play their playlists, and you can usually find good streaming playlists with searching, or like we said, we share those in the Discord server whenever there's a project going for streaming, and so that's always a good way of doing it. Just come into the server, join our server, and go to the streaming charting voting and just be like, hey, help, what's a good streaming playlist for this platform? And somebody gonna fucking drop it for you.
Yeah.
Usually
Yeah.
Tommy
Or, like-
knows because she's on top of it, man.
On it, you're like, I want a title playlist for XYZ. There will be a person to get you that.
Yeah.
So that's
Sorry.
So
That's okay.
that's
That's my
the
thing.
best way when you're feeling overwhelmed is just come in the server and be like, hey, I'm looking for a playlist for XYZ on this streaming service, and somebody's going to drop it for you. They might drop 5 or 6 so that you can rotate them, because again, you don't want to loop the playlist. You want to
There's a
rotate
group
the
called,
playlists.
the ones I usually use are from, I think the group called Army On. They have a card, CARRD, like armyon.card.co or something like that. And for every new BTS release, they come out with a whole bunch of new playlists. Because again, you don't want to loop the playlist. You want to use different playlists. So like when PTD Live came out, they had a bunch of different ones that it was like, this is a PTD Live plus Yoongi playlist, a PTD Live plus Taehyung playlist, and so you can kind of switch your vibe around.
Yeah.
It
And
was really
sometimes it's also like combining streaming goals.
yes,
So like there was when J-Hope was releasing his Slutty trilogy, and especially when we got to like Killing a Girl, and then Echo was coming out and stuff like that. They were combining playlists, and they made it like a whole like Hyungline playlist. So they added like Namjoon and Yoongi on there, and it was like the 4 oldest playlists. So like, and it's like get the Hyungline to 1 billion or something like that, trying to upstream. So like they'll just combine like certain goals sometimes on and also just to make the playlist more interesting. So it's not just
Yeah.
and sometimes there's like one-off songs. Like this week, we're targeting this song for some reason. I
oh, thank you.
do not have the bandwidth to track those, but I want to help, which is why I use the playlists from the people who hyper focus on that.
Chrissy,
Yeah.
I love making playlists, but my playlists are not hyper focused towards streaming. But I love that you love
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, my playlists that I make just when I want to listen are just what my little ears want.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So there's one person I do really very much enjoy on Spotify. Their username is BERFY.
Yeah, I do this.
BERFY.
Burfy.
And the
How can I do the
reason
same
why I always have to look to say the spelling of their name because I fuck it up every time. So Burfy, the reason why I like them is they use the same playlist primarily. They automatically just edit the playlist when there's new streaming goals. And so anytime, Burfy, BERFY, anytime there are new streaming goals, they will just edit it. And it's always BTS focused. So like their current stream, I've been on the same fucking playlist
Yeah,
since,
me too.
since Hope on the Stage Hope on the Street Volume 1. I have used the exact same playlist since Hope on the Street Volume 1, gone through RPWP, gone through Who, gone through all of the Echo, all of it. All of it. And right now it's called Spaghetti X BTS Stream. They update it like at midnight. Like by the time you wake up, new release, by the time you wake up the next morning, that playlist will already be playing adjusted to the new release to Stream Focus. And I fucking love her for that, or him, whoever it is. I fucking love this user, them. They are amazing, and I highly recommend, because of the way they auto update the same playlist. So you can just go to bed with that playlist on, and you wake up and it's a new streaming goal.
Kathleen, I would say, I don't know that there's a certain number of songs, but I think most Focus playlists, everyone I've ever seen, is always at least an hour long.
Yeah, I think Burfy tends to be
Maybe slightly
3-ish
less
hours. They're usually in the 3-hour range for
a
theirs.
lot of them are long, but like I would say at least an hour.
Yeah, a minimum of an hour, because you can't loop it. So you want to give yourself time.
At least enough time to play the track.
If you look at the way like somebody like Burfy sets up their playlist, you get a really good idea of how frequently a song is allowed to play. And then you can have an idea when you're looking for a playlist of whether or not it's a good one for streaming. So kind of like they're really just a good example of a good setup for a playlist. Because sometimes you're going to sleep and you might want to stream while you're sleeping. Make sure your volume is on. There are longer playlists, and usually they'll say streaming this song X BTS long. And so you can find playlists that are, 10, 11, 12 hours to play overnight, and then go back to the other ones during the day. So it's just a convenient way of doing it.
Yeah. And to be clear, you do not only have to stream for streaming goals. You can also just stream the music you like. But if you would like to be a focused streamer, as I like to say, this is how. All right, I'm going to start.
And you don't have to have a paid account either.
Yeah. You do not have to have a paid account. The only difference between the premium accounts and the non-premium accounts is how many streams is required to count towards like Billboard. And so the paid accounts get a heavier weight on each
for obvious reasons
stream versus the other ones.
Well, no, it's not obvious. A stream is a stream unless you care about the money.
For obvious reasons to the corporation.
Yeah, for obvious reasons, the people who get paid.
Like, I think it's like...
So it's obvious because, money.
Because of money, the premium accounts hold like 600 times more weight.
But like the ones that have ads also get paid because the ads are paid.
It's true.
That's why this man's worth $7 billion.
Yes. So in closing, Katie.
Just full of rage this week. This lawsuit reminds us why our authentic support is critical as we head into 2026 to ensure that our hard work translates into both chart recognition and fair compensation for BTS, because Joe Cookie needs to buy more cookies.
Yes, he needs more cookies.
Somebody's got to pay for that mic setup.
Pancho cookies for the man.
More cookies.
Fair compensation has always been extremely important to BTS. They have mentioned it many times. Even Jin, in one of their acceptance speeches, he said, wouldn't it be great if we could all just make music fairly and, enjoy it? I'm paraphrasing, obviously. I'm paraphrasing. But, it was basically like a call out to, people trying to rig album sales and things like that, or them being accused of rigging album sales too. So, and also, as we have pointed out many times, BTS refuses to pay to have their music played on the radio. So fair compensation is very important to them. Keep that in mind when you are also out about on the internet and you are seeing fan streaming project goals out there.
Yep.
Always want to stream responsibly and participate in initiatives that are also streaming responsibly and fairly.
Yep. All right. Thank you for being part of this discussion. If you would like to learn more about being a focused streamer or contributing to charting efforts or making sure you vote for BTS when they're up for awards, the best place to talk about it in our space is in our Discord. We have a channel called Streaming Charting Voting. You can join the Discord at this link, ap529.com/links. Yeah, and you'll get reminders about voting if you need them, because a lot of them you have to vote every day. Reminders about goals and whatever. And if you want a playlist, that's where you'll find it. Or if you'd like to ask for a playlist.
Yep. And our Discord is good for a vast many things.
Sure is.
We have stuff going on in our Discord all the time. We've got tons of clubs. People just get together for any and everything. We've got our board lounges where people just hang out and talk, or they work together but separately. And we have watch parties almost every night of the week at this point. I don't know what's sacred anymore. There is no sacred. Every night of the week, basically, except for Wednesdays because we're here, and Sundays because we're live on YouTube. So at night anyway. But some of those days have watch parties during the day because we have people streaming in different time zones. So there's always something going on in our Discord, and it's a great time, no matter what the watch party is for. A bunch of us host different ones. I host one every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, weekly watch party where we spin the wheel of fate and let it decide what we're going to watch, for now anyway. And Patricia has a couple right now on Mondays. We're watching Harong, and it's been great fun. Doc joins her on Fridays sometimes for Run BTS. Steph has a K-drama watch party that she just started on Saturday nights. So we've got stuff going on all the time. Mm-hmm. It's lots of fun. And we just had a wonderful, we've got people popping in all the time, but we just had a wonderful comment from one of our community members telling us about how much it has meant to them that they discovered in our Discord server that we have events and watch parties, because they felt a little lost as an army and they didn't have anybody to interact with, and they felt overwhelmed by the amount of content and didn't know where and how to start. And so having a time to show up to things and being able to watch it with other people has been so amazing for them. And that meant a lot to us, to know that just having this stuff that we, work hard to schedule for you guys, means a lot. And we hear it in the comments, in the live chat, in the chats during watch parties too. That people are always saying, thank you, this has been so fun. This is so much better than watching it alone, things like that. And so come and hang out with us in the Discord. And, you can also, there's so many channels in our Discord. Pretty much anything you want to talk about, you can find a place to talk about it in there. And Katie, you want to hold that link up again? If you go to ap529.com/links, hold it higher.
A little bit higher.
There
it is.
You will find not only all the info you need about us, but you will find the invite to our Discord server there.
Yeah, I don't mean to be all weird about it, but I am a visual person. I have a really hard time hearing stuff. So I was like, what would I want? I would want someone.
And this particular platform will not allow us to type the links in the chat. They filter that out. They do not like .coms in the chat. It's not a fan. Before we move on to the very next point, for those of you who are in the Discord, who may have said, I like streaming, charting, voting, but I'm not getting notifications. If you go up to rules and roles, you can actually assign yourself a role, whether it be for watch parties, for streaming, charting, voting, because when there are announcements in those channels, they will ping the role, and only those who have asked for the role will get that notification. And so you want to go to rules and roles, check anything that you're interested in, because when there are things specific to those interests, only those people get pinged. And so if you're not getting those notifications in the streaming charting voting channel, you may not have chosen that role. And they ping that role. So that's just something to keep in mind. And also for those of you who asked, I will be dropping the link to that Burfy playlist that I've used since Hope on the Street Volume 1 in that channel. Our next live is going to be on Sunday. November 16th at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, over on YouTube, where we do our Sunday mystery deep dive. And this Sunday, boy, is it a surprise, because I'm in charge. And I have no fucking clue what we're doing yet. So sure as shit is a surprise, because it hasn't even been decided yet. So come and join us on YouTube and be surprised with all of us.
You'll be surprised at some point before
Our
Sunday.
channel on YouTube is the same as it is here at Army Project 529. So join us over there, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, for surprise Sunday deep dive topic. We don't know. We'll find out.
Oh, we totally forgot to mention. Did we mention Are You Sure?
We mentioned that it's
in
coming
there,
out on the 3rd, but their teaser schedule was in fact released. I think it's over in either in one of the channels. But anyways, we did get an Are You Sure teaser. There is going to be another photo book. There is going to be merch. There are teaser trailers coming. So we will talk about those as they come during our Wednesday night news situationships, so that we will tell you when they're dropping and stuff. So
we just
they
got a Weverse notification. That's why. Hold on.
But
Ooh,
we got
Weverse.
a notification. We got a notification. I believe it was last week, where they were telling us that the schedule is coming forward. So we probably just got a teaser or something on Weverse, most likely.
Dates.
Show us. What is it?
I'm looking really quickly. Okay. Add notice. Pleased to announce the second installment is coming this December to Disney. I think we already knew this. It's another poster. Oh, okay. Episodes 1 and 2 will be premiering 5 p.m. KST December 3rd. Episodes 3 and 4, 5 p.m. on December 10th. Episodes 5 and 6, same time, December 17th. So every week like before. And then episodes 7 and 8 on December 24th. Christmas Eve. So once again, it's going to be 8 episodes.
This is information we have previously been given. So this is not new. This is just a reminder. They gave us on Twitter, I believe it was, they gave us an actual schedule involving teaser trailers and when announcements when the episodes were gonna release and when the photo book was gonna go on pre-sale and all of that shit.
I think it's a new poster then, maybe.
Yeah, it's a new poster. It looks new. Cute pictures again, per usual.
Yeah, from Switzerland to
They're just gonna make sure. They are gonna fucking make sure we know exactly when all of these episodes are coming out. So
I didn't know when the episodes were coming out.
Hang on. I see another watercraft, and one of them's in the water. Did one of them flip the boat again?
See, it's a new poster.
It's Jimin in the water this time.
It's Jimin in the water. Is that what is it called?
Sought his revenge.
But what is it called? The
That
board that
looks
you
like
stand on?
it's a sup board. That's a sup board.
And now all I can think about is one of my favorite moments of BTS history, which is when Jimin begs the staffer to get him out of the water and run BTS, and then immediately runs across and jumps back in the water.
All right, well, I guess listen. Okay, fine. Don't listen to me at all. If it's a new poster, if it's not a new poster, I don't care.
it's a new announcement. It's a new notice that came out exactly 5 fucking minutes ago. So
Yeah, so I don't know what's
regardless
new.
of whether the
Notice.
information is new or not, the notice is new.
Yeah. Anyway, any hoodles.
Any hoodles.
Any
What's
hoodles.
happening? Anyways,
Any
thank
hoodles.
you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. We know that you guys have so many places that you could direct your attention to, but we do love it when you come in and hang out with us during our lives and chat with us and listen to us ramble on. We very much appreciate it. Yes. Make sure you visit the website, like we said, join all the things, and come back and see us on Sunday on YouTube. And please have a good rest of the week. And if you're going to J-Hope's movie, have a great time. And we'll see you soon. We love you guys. Hey, everyone. Have a great night.